You are surrounded by darkness. Your allies are trapped in combat, crying for help. You are alone and wounded. The Void Hounds are tracking the cursed relic you just found, making everything worse. You could turn back and try to help your friends, knowing it might not be enough. Or you could rush into the darkness, hoping to find a fountain of regeneration before it's too late. You check your map, and you see you're not even halfway to your destination yet. But you can't give up. Your treasures are too valuable, and worse, the Soulstones still endures. And if you fall, it will all be for naught. This is Veil of the Soulstones. Hi, my name is Alan. I'm one of the developers behind Veil of the Soulstones, a solo or co-op extraction adventure set in a ruthless dark fantasy world, inspired by the journey of Frodo and the hobbits in The Lord of the Rings. Today, I want to guide you through what a run in the game looks like. Keep in mind that everything that I'm about to tell you is still work in progress. Visuals are not final, mechanics are still being worked on, there are many features still to come, and everything shown here is subject to change. The game is all about a small group of companions, carrying a terrible burden through a world far bigger and more dangerous than themselves, where with every step, you must consider what you're willing to sacrifice to keep going. You represent one of the realms summoned to take part in the Council of the Soulstones, a gathering of rulers and heroes with a singular goal: to destroy the primordial Soulstones. For as long as they endure, the Great Void cannot truly be defeated. This is a task easier said than done, for each Soulstone can only be unmade where it was first created, in places buried deep within the Veil, where the Great Void sees all and rules uncontested. Alone or with your allies, you must choose which Void Hunters to send on this hopeless quest. They may bring supplies acquired on previous missions to aid them, but they must travel lightly and in small numbers. The Veil is not a place where armies march, it is a place where a few companions may slip through the cracks. With your party gathered, you fly into the fringes of the Veil where your journey truly begins. You land in a hostile, procedurally generated world. In your map, you can see your final destination, but you must brave your own way through a world full of secrets, with hidden routes, traps, old ruins, and creatures that have long since fallen beyond salvation. Every run is unique, and you never know what you will encounter along the way. At first, the journey is simple: move forward, stay together, and survive. But Veil quickly starts to pull you away from the safe path. A nearby ruin might hold supplies, a strange landmark might offer power, an enemy camp might be worth cleaning before you push deeper. And this is where the first decision begins. Fighting enemies gives you experience, gold, and sometimes equipment, all of which can help your Void Hunter survive what comes next. But every fight costs something: health, consumables, distance from your allies, or a resource you may wish you still had later. Combat itself is automatic. When your Void Hunter enters battle, they attack and use passive skills on their own. You're not aiming every strike or dodging every attack manually. Instead, your attention shifts to the situation around the fight. The world does not pause while you are in combat. Nearby enemies may wander in, allies may arrive to help, and a small encounter can become dangerous very quickly. When that happens, you're not helpless. Sprint is an active skill that lets you break away from combat and avoid new fights for a few seconds, with a long cooldown. If it is unavailable, you can still flee from a battle by sacrificing some of your health. As you go forward, your build begins to take shape through levels, power-ups, equipment, and the tools you find along the way. A stronger weapon may help end fights faster. Better armor may let you survive a mistake. A useful power-up may open up risks that would have been impossible earlier. But power in Veil of the Soulstones is not just about becoming stronger. It is about your party being prepared for the journey that is unfolding in front of you. It's not about your individual power, but rather making sure everyone is healthy, equipped, and ready for the battles ahead. You will also find consumables across the world. Some can heal, some protect, some help you escape, and some give you a temporary advantage when a fight starts turning against you. You have limited space, so it's important to coordinate with your allies to make sure that your party has the tools it needs to move forward. Gold and minor soulstones give you another way to adapt. Vendors found within the Veil can turn what you earn from combat into something immediately useful. A potion, a temporary boost, a tool for the road, or help from a mercenary willing to fight beside you. And this is how one decision leads into the next. The enemy that you chose to fight gives you the gold to buy the item that saves you later. The consumable you used too early is now missing when you really need it. The shortcut that saved time leaves someone too far away when the party needs to regroup. And as you keep going, the world gets stranger and darker. You will come across evil shrines, rituals, dungeons with powerful creatures and epic rewards. The Veil does not only threaten you with enemies, it tempts you with exactly the thing you need at the moment when paying for it hurts the most. But the most dangerous rewards are the cursed relics. These are treasures lost within the Veil, powerful enough to unlock new features, characters, powers, and possibilities for future runs. Finding one is exciting, but taking it is a commitment. They are bound to the void, and carrying them draws the gaze of the void. And as the void begins to notice you, new threats start appearing. Stronger enemies emerge from the darkness. Assassins may begin hunting you across the map. And if you draw too much attention, even the Knights of the Apocalypse may be summoned to bring your journey to an end. And you cannot simply extract the moment things get bad. To bring those relics home, you still need to complete your main objective. You have to carry the Soulstone to where it was first forged and destroy it once and for all. Finally, if you and your group are skilled enough, resilient enough to reach your destination, you can finally destroy the Soulstone and end your torment. The run becomes a story of everything you dare to carry. The Soulstone, the relics, the items you save, the wounds you ignore, the allies still standing beside you. You fly back to the council, victorious, stronger than before, knowing your struggle was worth it. And then you begin your journey all over again, with a different hero, a different region of the world, and a different soulstone to be destroyed. There is still a lot more to cover, and if Veil of the Soulstone sounds interesting to you, you can head over to our Steam page linked below. Every wishlist helps push the game forward. And you can also sign up for our upcoming closed playtest, which is coming soon. And if there is anything you would like to see in the game, or if anything stood out for you, let us know in the comments below. The game is still shaping up, and we want your help to create a truly memorable experience. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope to see you beyond the Veil.